combat the relationship between climate change and poor health outcomes for African Americans and the poor. Climate inequities have taken a toll with multiple health triggers in the Black community, such as extreme heat and poor air quality, made worse by the recent wildfires. Our work to ensure climate justice and climate equity continues. In the coming weeks and months, you'll be hearing a lot more about our 2025 climate campaign. To learn more about our plans for this year and the companies and organizations supporting us, log on to our website at KBLA1580.com. Caring about the climate, caring about the community, changing the conversation. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss you. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
I know if you follow me, I talk a lot about being in the wrong relationship. And let me preface this by saying, him loving or caring about you doesn't automatically mean this is the right man for you or the right relationship. But I do want us to understand that not every man's attempt to hold on to a woman is something sinister or toxic or negative. Well, it can still be toxic the way that you look at it, but it's not with blatant malicious intent. He generally cares. He generally feels that he loves you, and I'll tell you why I said feel. And so he wants to hold on, and he doesn't want to lose you, and he, values you in his life. And one of the big keys to understanding if this man is coming from a place of at least perceived love, and when I say perceived, him perceiving that within himself, is what he's willing to do in order to make things work. So my thing is this: if you have a man who's holding on to you, but when you try to address the issues, he got excuses, he's got dismissal, he's calling you crazy, everything but actually fixing the problem or trying to fix it, then that man is clearly holding on to you for selfish, toxic reasons. End of story. But then there's that man who, again, at least either loves you or feels he loves you, and as long as he knows what the issue is, he's willing to try to work on this. And I say know what the issue is because there are so many situations where the man just doesn't know what the problem is. You haven't properly laid it out for him. He doesn't comprehend how you're feeling. Sometimes that is due to maybe his lack of connection with you to understand on a deeper level what's going on. But you have to make sure as a woman that you have done your part to fully lay.
It's just a conundrum. Welcome to the second hour of the Voice of Reason on KBLA Talk 1580. It's just a conundrum. People are blind, trying to find their way around a labyrinth, right? That's what a relationship is for many people. What if, the point blank, he's holding on to you for a toxic reason? What if he just doesn't have the tools and he doesn't know any better, and that's all he has, right? He knows he wants to hold on. He just doesn't know how to open up and share and reveal and do all of that, right? Yeah, it's a conundrum, and we sign up for it. You don't think we do, but we do. We sign up for the mess that we call our intimate relationships. Unconsciously, consciously, whatever, we sign up for it. The mirror effect. Do we choose our relationships or do they choose us? Right? Do we choose our relationships or do they reveal us. Yes, I believe our relationships reveal us to us. The great Krishnamurti asserted that relationship is the mirror in which we see ourselves, a statement that dismantles the ego's illusion of autonomy. If relationship serves as mirrors, they do not merely reflect our virtues and preferences, they also expose our deepest wounds, our unconscious conditioning, and the unresolved aspect of ourself, right? In this sense, relationships choose us by aligning with the frequencies of our inner narratives. From a psychological standpoint, Jean Piaget, constructivist theory, suggests that we do not passively absorb reality, but instead construct it based on internal schemas. This suggests that our relational patterns are not random, but rather self-generated loops reinforcing our existing paradigms about love, trust, and self-worth. Neuroscientist Daniel Kahneman's research into cognitive biases further supports this view, highlighting how subconscious heuristics dictate our decision-making, often leading us to repeat familiar relational dynamics, regardless of whether they serve us. Right? This is crazy. The relationship is choosing you. Whether you know it or not, it's choosing you. Right? Is it possible that the relationships we label as mistakes were actually the ones most aligned with our soul's path? Ugh. How does the way we end relationships reveal more about us than the way we began them? Heavy stuff. Let's get these callers in here. Let's go. Nzinga, Pensacola, Florida.
Hey.
What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Hey, good evening. So you asked, do relationships choose and reveal? Just really quickly, I think they do both. They choose you, and just depending on, I think, how you're vibrating. And I think that's why the self, to love and honor yourself is really, really important. The concept of becoming love, I think, is just an exorbitant amount of so much self-love that you're busting at the seams. And then you begin to kind of attract really quality people. And then sometimes you don't always, and that's when you can show them your boundaries, and they normally bounce. But I think sometimes people are horrible, or they kind of turn out to be. But the way you explained how you've been, instilling in us that, relationship is a mirror. And so they're really just kind of reflecting you back to you, just depending on how you're vibrating. Because, you kind of always, sometimes you wonder how that, pretty girl or handsome guy, they tend to attract these people. Well, sometimes they're choosing you based on how you feel.
Wow.
It's like going, it's like during COVID, going into the supermarket without a mask. You might get COVID, you might not. I think it's really imperative that, we keep our energy high.
Right.
Because you don't want to attract the wrong people. Because, just thinking back, listening to the first hour kind of triggered some things, especially when Nazarene was on the line. It kind of triggered some things, and just thinking back, like when my mom passed really early, and the people that I attracted, they're not in my life anymore. And some are, some were really support systems, what I needed. But some people could smell the blood in the water like a shark. And unfortunately, my heart got broken a few times, but God is good.
Right.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Wow. And Nzinga, I love it when you call in. Guess what you just did?
I brought Pensacola in the building. Good night.
Pensacola, Florida is in the house. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We've got Dorothy from Austell, Georgia. Dorothy, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yeah. You said, do we attract it or do the relationship attract it?
Wait,
I think it's both.
I can't hear you, Dorothy. Say it again. Are you on speakerphone?
Yeah, I'll take it off.
Yes, so I can hear you.
Yeah, I think it's both.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think about it. Like, I'm going to use falling in a hole, for example. Like, you fall in a hole, and what do? You ask for help. Mm-hmm. I think our body does that. Mm-hmm. So we attract whatever your issue is because you want help. And then the relationship calls you as well. It's like this, you're like drawn to each other. And then after a while, you get tired of falling in a hole. You realize, I can just climb out. And then that's when you knew you grown. I grown. As you know, you see the hole on the ground, and you say, it's a red flag. You're not going to fall in the hole anymore.
Right.
It's both.
It's both. It's both. So, and I'm sure you've heard the term, right? I didn't sign up for this. And I'm saying, yeah, you did. You did. You signed up for all of it. What do you, I know you're biting at the chomp to speak on that, but what are your thoughts on that? You did sign up for it, right?
Yeah, you do because everybody know what's wrong with them. They really do. We always like to baby everyone and be like, well, they don't know no better or whatever. Most of the time we do. We know our issues. We know we have them. You may not know all of them, but you know you have them. So you signed up for an aspect of you're hurting and you want to make it feel better. So you look at that person as, they're the one that can help me with this. Or I can hide behind them or whatever your issue is. The bottom line is, you know you need to grow. Wow. And when it doesn't work with that person's not happy about it, then what they do? They leave them or whatever, and then that hurt person is still in a hole screaming for help. They're looking for someone else to come along and pull them out.
Wait,
it just repeats over.
Let's go even deeper than, because people throw that word "grow" around a lot. Oh, you need to grow. You need to. What does growth actually look like to you? Your definition.
Growth is you can see the red flags. You know your triggers.
So being able to see what you weren't able to see before, that's growth.
Yes, because you've seen it before.
Right.
Because when let's say you're alone, you're just sitting thinking, you like, why do I keep doing that? Mm-hmm. Everyone does it. You realize, okay, I keep getting the same type of woman. I get the same type of man over and over again. You know what you're doing. Growth is when you don't want that same woman, that same man anymore. When you want more, that's growth.
I see. More or higher quality or
better?
Yeah, I guess. Yes. I'm following. But sometimes you have to get a lesser than in order to recognize what your actual worth is. Is that the process of getting better for oneself or doing more for oneself?
Yes. You have to suffer to improve. Because how do you know if there's a problem? You have to stump your toe. You have to suffer. So, yeah.
This is good. Dorothy, you cooking right now. Come on, Dorothy. What in the world? This is good. So, relationship is a mirror. Have you been in a situation where the relationship mirrored your shadow, your demons, your dragons, and in that event, you saw yourself. What did you see, Dorothy? What did you see, and how did you deal with it?
Low self-esteem and abandonment issues.
And when you saw it, were you afraid? Did you run away? Did you recoil? Or did you lean into it?
I'm a Scorpio. I leaned into it.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't help it. I love the truth.
So you leaned into it and you embraced it. And what did it feel like?
I cried just like Otto. I cried, but then after that, then I realized, I said, okay, I can't get mad at this person because I'm the chaser. That person was the runner, so that's I couldn't get mad at that person because they were running because they wasn't ready to climb out the hole. They wasn't ready. I was ready to get hurt. I love truth that much, even if it hurts me.
Ooh, I was ready to get hurt is a bar. Yikes. Eesh. So you saw yourself, you embraced what you saw, you leaned in, and the process of growing and healing, well, stay right there. Don't go nowhere. When we come forward, I'm going back to Georgia because Dorothy is on fire tonight. Let's go.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
They can do anything they want to us. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips, I am a revolutionary.
On Saturday, February 22nd, you are invited to A Night with the Panthers, a special fundraiser dedicated to supporting Black Panther veterans who now require assistance with essential needs such as medicine, food, and housing. These Black Panther veterans championed human rights, fed the hungry, educated the community, and stood as powerful symbols of resistance and resilience. Despite their incredible sacrifices, loving and serving the people did not come with retirement plans or financial security. So, now it's our time to honor their legacy and ensure that they are cared for with the dignity they deserve. You can help by attending and supporting A Night with the Panthers, Saturday, February 22nd, 6:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Project 43 Team Post Center, 6841 Crenshaw Boulevard, Los Angeles. For more information, contact BlackPantherPartyBreakfast@gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. That's BlackPantherPartyBreakfast@gmail.com or call 707-554-2784. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Small businesses are the heart of America. But you don't have to go it alone. As the nation's largest nonprofit resource of expert business mentoring, SCORE has helped millions of entrepreneurs build their businesses for free. Get the connections, education, and guidance you need with SCORE. We're ready to help. Find a mentor today at score.org.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, careers, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
This one definitely goes out on a censorship tip. So everybody sit back, relax, and have a champagne sip. We're going to teach these people out there who are against saying what we want to say the right way. You know what I'm saying? So what we're going to do is kick back, swing a little funky beat by my man DJ P-Rock, producer extraordinaire. Yo, P-Rock, make it clear. I can flex, bend, lend a pen to a friend. Keep a party pimping from now till then. I don't have to swear, curse, or juggle lyrics in the verse to make a party bubble. So Mr. Censorship, tell me what's your problem? This girlie's on the corner, if wifey can't solve them, how did she say it? I'm curious, G, does she say honey love me or baby fun me? Anyway, we'll say what we wanna say, play how we wanna play, feels good that way, so G-Rap. It's time to kick up first, do your man a favor, and don't curse.
You're telling me don't curse, I reversed and did it worse. First, I put a curse in every verse. I kinda got outrageous, check it even made a record how I'm doing all of VITC.
To be able to surrender and to be able to like really put yourself at the mercy of something else, that's the ultimate form of being in control, because like that's where you do have no control.
It's not the ultimate form of being in control. It's transcending the axis of control and not control. It's saying that, so be it. And if this person wants to dislike me, they can dislike me. If this person wants to judge me for this, they can judge me. Even if they say things that hurt me, it will hurt. So be it. I do not need the avoidance of hurt to be able to control my life. So this is why when we use this term moksha, which is Sanskrit for enlightenment, it is translated as both bliss and freedom. Because you are happy with pleasure or pain. You are happy with acceptance or rejection. Because it is just the way of things. It is what it is.
Okay. Again, it hurts. I understand what they're saying, but it hurts. Yes, moksha. Yes, the Sanskrit term for freedom. I get it. Liberation, enlightenment, all of that. Yes, I get it. But we have to acknowledge the fact that it's a very painful journey to go within and to, look at these demons, right? And deal with these internal demons. It's hard. And unfortunately, many of us have tried to make relationship like this hiding place. You can't hide in a relationship because relationships are going to expose you, right? That's just what they're designed to do. So we run there, being our best selves, wearing the perfect mask, doing the perfect performance. And we think we could keep that charade up, that facade, we think we can maintain it, and then it starts to break down. And the question is, are we more afraid of losing love or experiencing it fully without any inhibition? And I think people would rather lose love than experience it fully. I'm sorry, that's just me. Without any inhibition. I think people, because there's no control there. Do you see? Dorothy from Georgia, get back in here.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying here, Dorothy?
Yeah. I agree with you.
But I feel like it's all a sham. People will stay at a superficial level of relating because it's safe. What are your thoughts?
I agree, but I'm going to keep my childhood dream of real, true love, and yes, there's someone out there for me. I'm not going to go in this world, and because when you do that, you're not going to enjoy life. You're not going to you're going to worry about things that you can't control in the first place.
Right.
And that's the illusion. And Go ahead.
I'm not trying to take the dream of I'm going to have a perfect person away. I believe everybody has somebody out there for them, 100%.
Yeah.
But I also believe having what you want in the 3D is becoming what you want in the 5D. I believe that. Like, you have to become what you want in order to magnetize what you want. Your thoughts?
Yes, I completely agree. You have to be who you want. That's why I never understood why. I know this is going to be a weird example, but I'm going to use it like a person that is rich get with someone who's poor.
Wait, what? Say it again?
Yeah, I'm just saying a rich person gets with a poor person.
Huh.
And they're going to have problems because they got poor mentality.
Huh.
And they got a rich mentality. I'm just using an example. So, yes, you need to be who you want. Because I don't want to be rich and miserable. I want to be rich and happy.
A lot of rich people are indeed miserable.
Yes, because they keep falling in that hole. They're not doing the work.
They're not. But a lot of people are not doing the work, and the work is difficult. And as I've said before, we rather work on our partner than work on ourselves, right? And I think that's a struggle. I think your job is not to fix your partner. Your job is to work on yourself. And maybe it's not even to fix yourself. It might just be to accept yourself. What are your thoughts?
Yes, you have to do that because you're the one that makes yourself happy anyway in the first place. But your partner is supposed to inspire you. If they're not inspiring you, then why are they there?
But are they supposed to inspire you, or it would be nice if they did inspire you?
No, they're supposed to.
I don't know if they're supposed to. I just don't know. That's a struggle.
Well, I'm saying that because that's what I hope I'm doing for you. And then that person's supposed to do the same for me. We're supposed to scratch each other back here.
Inspiration is a spiritual thing. I don't know if you could just call on it like a light switch.
Yeah.
Stay right there. Don't go nowhere. Inspiration. Is your partner supposed to? Is that an unrealistic expectation? When we come forward, the VOR still has a lot to talk about.
First come the worst, I'll curse you out like with your briar. So grand proof will kick up first. But do your man a favor and don't curse.
Don't curse, Russell. I won't curse. I'll take a famous curse word and just say coof. Coof flipped around the other way means huh. Boy, when I do it, see, I can't get stuck. Jump on a mic, then I earn a quick buck. Buck meaning loot. Then I grab some boots and step with my troops. For those who can't follow and got stuck, coof flipped the other way means.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 Things You Should Know with BIN News. A judge is pausing the Trump administration's deferred resignation offer, extending the deadline to Monday. Over 40,000 federal workers have accepted the deal, which includes pay through September. Winter storms affecting 100 million people from Nebraska to Massachusetts bring snow, sleet, and freezing rain, causing power outage risk and travel hazards. Major cities are impacted, with another system hitting the Great Lakes and Ohio Valley this weekend. The Reverend Al Sharpton is leading a memorial service for the victims of the Eaton fire at the Pasadena AME Church. Among those in attendance is Ben Crump. The civil rights attorney represents some of the families who lost loved ones in the fire. And Kendrick Lamar says his big game halftime show will bring Los Angeles energy to New Orleans. Performing with SZA, he calls it an honor after watching her career from the start. Lamar recently won 5 Grammys for Not Like Us. I'm Amber Payton on the Black Information Network, your home for Black News First.
Running out of hot water? Water Heaters Only makes replacing your water heater easy. With one call and great pricing, Water Heaters Only can have you back in hot water the same day, within hours of your call. Visit waterheatersonly.com. That's waterheatersonly.com.
I have a dream today.
From the inventors who transformed our world to the activists who changed our nation, their stories shaped America. This February, KBLA Talk 1580 celebrates Black History Month with powerful conversations, untold stories, and voices that need to be heard. Join us all month long for special programming that honors the past while inspiring our future. Black History Month on KBLA Talk 1580. Our history, our voices, our time.
To the 100 million people who owe the IRS money, this message is for you. We've helped tens of thousands of people close the door on their tax debt. So if you feel like you're stuck in a hole with IRS tax debt, then this is the easiest way to get a resolution quickly. To qualify for a no-pay or low-pay resolution, visit taxclosure.org to get free from the IRS once and for all.
To keep your bank accounts, income, and assets secure, tax closure is your same-day cure.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you, when we fight, we win. The Youth Justice Coalition is challenging America's addiction to incarceration and discrimination. YJC works to dismantle policies leading to mass incarceration, law enforcement violence, and the school-to-prison pipeline. Their approach? Transformative justice, community intervention, free LA high school, legal defense, and system monitoring. YJC promotes safety without relying on prisons. Their goal? Prevent system contact and help people exit the system through direct action, advocacy, and education. Want to get involved or need help? Call 323-235-4243. That's 323-235-4243. Join YJC in creating change. When we fight, we win. KBLA Talk 1580, your voice for justice. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting rules for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing? I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text BEST to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text BEST to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text BEST to 200-300. That's BEST to 200-300. BEST to 200-300.
Hey there, Los Angeles. This is James Lucky Jr., publisher and editor of Los Angeles News Observer. Are you hungry for news that matters to you in the African-American communities of Los Angeles? Well, buckle up, because we got the scoop you've been craving. Stay in the know and never miss a beat with our free weekly publications conveniently available near you. Or hop on the digital wave and become an exclusive subscriber at OGNSC.com. Don't forget to join the party on Instagram and Twitter at OGNSCINC for behind-the-scenes access and sizzling updates. No more FOMO. Let's stay informed, connected, and empowered together.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
with my smoker's jacket on. The fireplace is burning and the girlie is warm. Time to make my move, so gently I kiss her, whisper in her ear and tell her that I miss her. She might try to pop that boyfriend's jump, but I don't really care because I know he's a punk. I'll stop him like a roach if he tries to approach. He can't get close cause I'm the one who wrote the book of romance. So come on, take a chance. You don't need a long look, all you need is a glance. If you wanna get warm, in my arms you belong. You have a problem, help us solve them up, it can't go wrong. When overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house, the overweight lovers in the house. You said I couldn't do it, then it got done.
Relationship is the greatest thing in life. You cannot live without relationship. You may withdraw from all relationship, finding that relationship is painful. Always living in struggle, conflict, possessing and not possessing, jealous, all that happens. There are those who withdraw from all relationship. But they are related. They cannot possibly escape from any kind of relationship.
I love Krishnamurti. Y'all know it. Andy be like, oh, here you go. He finished. Yes. Relationship is ubiquitous. It's everywhere. You can't escape from it. I get it. We're on the line with Dorothy from Georgia. I want to get her back in here. I only have one problem because I don't believe in absolutes. Your partner is supposed to inspire you. And I don't 100% agree with supposed to. Yes, if they inspire, that's good, but I don't think they should be on the clock. Your thoughts again?
Yeah, that's no pressure. I hope I inspire them too. It's not, I'm going to be, watching you every day and, waiting for you to inspire me. No, it's a natural thing.
Let me ask, do you think we should be able to, or maybe you don't even think this is, are we capable of love without expectation? Or is reciprocity like this fundamental human need that has to be there?
It's not easy. You can't expect a relationship that doesn't have some type of guidelines, boundaries, rules. You have to have those things in place. You have to stand for something.
But specifically reciprocity, right? Specifically reciprocity.
Yeah. It's going to be, if you give and take and you're fair and you got empathy, you got all these things, you're going to roll off each other. It's going to work.
So what if I presented to you and I said, I believe relationships are backwards. I believe all that reciprocity stuff are like safeguards for unhealed people. Like, this is what unhealed people put in place. If I give to you, you got to give back to me. If I show up for you, you got to show up for me. I think when you give yourself everything you've expected your partner to give to you, you don't necessarily need it anymore. It's not even a prerequisite. You're not even asking for it. The whole meet my needs things. If you can meet your own needs, you kind of kill the useful. You make reciprocity obsolete. What are your thoughts?
No, you don't. See, I love being alone. I enjoy myself. I like doing stuff alone. I like, not to have to worry about someone else. But at the same time, you want someone to share it with, right? To travel, to do stuff, If I'm happy alone, I'm going to be happy with someone. and this person over here, and they're going to be doing their own thing, that's when you get inspired by them. They're going to motivate you. And then I'm going to motivate them, and they're going to motivate me. You're just going to do it. It's just going to happen. I don't need you to do nothing for me.
Right. I love this. But I think we're agreeing, because if we go back to what this whole principle is, relationships choose you, and primarily from a wounded space, our relationships are choosing our partners, right? Primarily from a wounded space, right? But imagine if we get to a space where we're healed and self-approval, self-acknowledgement, self-acceptance, self-esteem, self-worth, we're pouring into ourselves self-love, self-compassion, self-empathy. We're no longer seeking that somebody does that for us on an external side, right? And we get to a point where we're truly, and not from a narcissistic space, but truly, truly, truly in love with ourselves. Wouldn't we mirror or magnetize a similar person of that vibration into our lives? Wouldn't that be a different type of relationship than the ones we have experienced before that moment? Your thoughts?
Of course. That's the whole point.
Well, that's why I say reciprocity might die, because it's not necessary at that point.
No, it's not. You're just you don't need them to do it. It's just that person's gonna want to.
It's gonna flow.
I'm gonna want to.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead. I'm rocking with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love it. But when that's the right tit for tat. That's not expected. You're doing your own thing, that person's doing their own thing, but you're doing it together. There's nothing else to want in the world. You got what you need right there in a relationship. Companionship.
Some people say we choose our parents before birth. We choose all of these experiences before birth, and then we come here to live it out in order to get the knowledge necessary to matriculate to the next level of existence. If that is true, I want you to answer this question on the other side. If we choose our relationships before birth, what implications does that have for the concept of free will? When I come forward, I want to get your answer, and then I'm going to let you go. But you were just a wonderful caller. You were cooking, Dorothy. But just stay with me one more time. When we come forward, more from Dorothy.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
The following is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales or vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a complimentary stay in Cancun at a luxury resort, then Family Vacation Getaways may have your ticket to paradise. We're giving away a 5-day and 4-night stay to the first qualified 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now, 800-868-6431, 800-868-6431. You may also be eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $398. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and you may be eligible to get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $398. What are you waiting for? Call 800-868-6431. Again, call 800-868-6431 and give us your answer.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. The Live Your Life organization mentors young women, helping them break negative mindsets and see beyond their surroundings. Through career exposure and hands-on training, they're encouraged to think big, stay focused, and make positive choices. Founded by Nikisha Mama Boo Smith, who transformed her life to become a community leader. Live Your Life is changing lives, but they need your help. They're raising funds to keep their new building open and expand their programs. Your donations will support food, clothes, hygiene products, and holiday giveaways. Visit Live Your liveyourlife32.com. That's LIVEYOLIFE32.com to help today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist businesses in our community to connect with our subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey man, you ready to drop this, man? Yay. We'll kick it from one time. Let's drop it.
Everybody, shake your body. We don't ill, we chill at a party. We prove that's sensual, three-dimensional, unquestionable. Love it is professional. Got a category, my own, and I'm the president. Don't be alarmed, but I'm sewing up the resident. With my particular style particular, extracurricular, smoother and trickier. Throwing the lyrics like a throw up a flapjack. You ever chicken McNugget and I'm a Big Mac. Brainstorm soloist, having Coca-Cola with. Doing very well cause I took the right road to this path. Made it the Undertaker, wreck the breaker. Get up on the floor, do the heavy shaker. Started with the power and I'ma end it with a bang. Bang, bang. We got our own thing.
A lot of times as Christians, we confuse forgiveness with the word release. How does God forgive you? And most Christians don't understand this. God forgives us when we ask for forgiveness. Yeah. So a lot of Christians, I think, in an unhealthy way, feel mandated to forgive those who've not come for forgiveness. What I would say you need to do is you need to release judgment. Mm-hmm. Okay, God, this was wrong, but I don't want to carry this anymore. This is weighing me down. This is hurting me. I'm going to release judgment over to you, God, and I'm going to trust that you're going to deal with this situation. And I don't have to be judge, and I don't have to carry the weight of making this right because I know you will, and I'm going to hand this over.
I'm playing all of these clips because it's clear to me. You signed up for all of it. You're going to have to learn how to forgive. You're going to have to learn how to feel the deepest hurt you've ever felt in your life. You signed up for all of it once you came to planet Earth. Right? Oh, I didn't sign up for this. Yes, you did. Every bit of it. Let me get Dorothy back in here because she was cooking. She's not from Atlanta. It's Austell, Georgia. And she was on to something. And I asked her a question before we came full circle here. Do you remember the question I asked you, Dorothy?
You said something, asked me something about our parents.
No, I said if we choose our relationships before birth, what implications does that have for the concept of free will? Because I was basically saying, we've heard this statement before, like, oh yeah, we choose our parents, we choose all of our experiences, and I was saying, well, if that is true, if we choose our relationships before birth, what implications does that have for the concept of free will? Are we really operating under free will?
At first, we're not. And then you do. It's like when you realize it, when you know that, I'm just going to use Matrix. Everybody use Matrix. When you wake up, that's when you wake up and you realize, like, I don't want to do this anymore.
But do you recognize that relationships in and of themselves, just interacting with others, teaches you about yourself more than any other medium? You can't learn it. You can't learn so much about yourself except within this continuum called relationships, right?
Yeah.
Did you recognize that? And let me ask you a question. Are you willing to be hurt to experience the love of your life?
Yes.
Come, Dorothy, don't make it sound so simple. Yes, absolutely. Do you know how many people run away? No, people. I could have sworn Dorothy was gonna be like, hell no, is you crazy? Dorothy said yes.
Well, I know I'm not an actual Scorpio, but did you know Scorpios sting themselves when they get trapped?
Yes, I know that. Yes.
Exactly. So, yes.
So you saying on a masochistic side, you will go into it knowing that it's... But that's really what it is.
Yeah. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Love is worth it.
But many people don't believe in love.
Well, I feel sorry for them because that's the meaning of life.
Do you believe that love is not enough?
Wait.
That's a whole thing out here. Love is not enough.
No. Okay. Love is just forever. Love is just everywhere, and it just is. I'm talking about a healthy mind. People who got work to do and need to heal. If you're coming from the perspective of I don't need anybody, then what's love? You get to enjoy love.
For me, love is a state of consciousness. The highest state of consciousness in all reality. I think it's synonymous with God.
Yes.
Now, I think because many of us have attachment wounds and, you know, some kind of brokenness in our spirit, that's what creates the separation. So we might not be able to fathom, comprehend, understand that level of love. So conditions are placed. I always say wherever there's a wound, there's a condition. Right?
Mm.
Do you see? So I feel like people are trying to control that which can't be controlled, and that is the revelation of self through relationships. Like you can try your best to pick the perfect person, and still these lessons will come out. What do you say to that?
Well, we use the word perfect. When you look out, what's beautiful to you? Nature, right? And nature is imperfect.
Right.
That's what perfect is.
Right.
It's a beautiful imperfection.
Right.
So no one's going to be perfect. So you're going to get with this person. They're going to just be beautifully who they are. And you just got to, when you're with the right person, the one, y'all choose each other, then everything else is going to work out.
But isn't everyone the right person for that time?
No.
Say more.
Because that's why you get people who chronically date, and you get the people who date like one person every 15 years or whatever. It's you. Your healing has to do with you.
Right.
It's not how many people you can be around 1 million people and still not get it.
Right.
That's why the journey is solo. It's your own journey.
Come on, Dorothy. You know you cooked tonight. I'm glad you hung out with me tonight. This was good. I really like this. This was good, Dorothy. You know you can call in anytime, girl. Call in anytime.
I'm sun-kissed.
Huh?
I'm sun-kissed.
On the
in the chat.
In the chat. All right, I'm gonna be paying attention. Yeah. I appreciate you, Dorothy.
All right. Thank you, though.
Yeah, she brought Georgia in the building. I loved it. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. You're gonna keep going through it. Relationships are the university of you. If relationships are predestined by psychological and energetic scripts, is there a way to break free from this unconscious selection? Krishnamurti contended that true freedom arises only when one observes without distortions of conditioning. Awareness then becomes the key to disrupting relational cycles. Psychologist Erich Fromm, in The Art of Loving, differentiates between immature love, I love you because I need you, and mature love, I love you because I love you. This suggests that most relationships are not chosen from wholeness, but from a subconscious desire to complete the self through another. David Deida takes this further, arguing that love is not about attachment, but about spiritual awakening. Partners arrive to shatter our illusions, not to fulfill our fantasies. Damn! We run from the partner that's going to show up and shatter our illusions, and we run to the partner that's going to fulfill our fantasies. Wow. Listen, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I started this conversation. It's really up to you to finish it. You know, hey, today's my Friday. Come on, check this out. I will be back next week, Monday, with a whole new slew of new topics to keep your thoughts bubbling. Yo, we've been on fire all week long. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm going to holler back at y'all next week. Deuces.
Low and I search high.